It's the more insidious, secret partisan behavior of very liberal-dominated newsrooms working at the supposedly impartial.
Sunny Hostin, her husband accused of committing federal insurance fraud in a lawsuit.
Donald Trump's interview with Fox News' Brett Baier generated a lot of attention, but one segment in particular shocked the political world. Trump casually remarked that he doesn't see his vice president, Senator J.D. Vance, as his obvious successor for the 2028 presidential race. This comment was like throwing a grenade into the political arena. The fallout was immediate, and none other than The View ladies jumped in, making the conversation even more heated. Representative Andy Ogles, a Republican from Tennessee, had already proposed amending the 22nd Amendment to allow Trump a third term, just days after his inauguration on January 23rd.
Something a little bit more diabolical, if I'm being honest. Representative Andy Ogles, a Republican of Tennessee, on January 23rd, just 3 days after Trump was inaugurated, already proposed amending the 22nd Amendment to allow Trump to serve a third.
On the February 11th episode of The View the panel dove into Trump's eyebrow-raising remarks. Sarah Haynes took a more analytical approach, theorizing that Trump's comment was driven by his competitive nature. He wants loyalty, sure, but also wants people to fight for his attention, rather than just hand out a crown. It was a more diplomatic take, but it didn't stop there. Enter Sunny Hostin, known for her no-holds-barred political commentary. Sunny suggested that Trump's refusal to name a successor was more diabolical than just avoiding a lame duck status. She introduced the idea that Trump could be eyeing a third term, citing Representative Ogles' proposal to amend the 22nd Amendment. With dramatic flair, she suggested that Trump may want to stay in office indefinitely, thinking, why name someone else when I could just stick around? Her statement created ripples through the studio, with co-host Joy Behar audibly gasping. Sunny even hinted that Trump could find ways to bypass constitutional limits. The drama reached new heights, with Sunny framing Trump as a mastermind plotting to defy democratic norms. However, not everyone agreed with Sunny's take. Alyssa Farah Griffin, a former Trump insider, offered a more measured perspective.
If she were a liberal, self-made millionaire migrant model who speaks 5 languages, she'd have her name on a federal building right now, no?
She explained that Trump thrives on loyalty and doesn't want to name a successor for fear of appearing weak. Farah speculated that Trump may leave the door open for his children to continue the family legacy, a suggestion that made Joy groan in response. Ultimately, Alyssa emphasized that no one in the Republican Party can match Trump's influence, making it clear why he's reluctant to name a successor. As the conversation shifted, Sunny found herself embroiled in personal drama. Her husband, Dr. Emmanuel Hostin.
He was scamming insurance companies from taxi drivers, Uber drivers, and Lyft drivers. He was performing unnecessary surgeries and then providing fraudulent medical services in exchange.
Was in the middle of a massive insurance fraud lawsuit. He faced allegations of fraudulent billing and unnecessary surgeries performed on patients, particularly Uber and Lyft drivers. The lawsuit, filed by American Transit Insurance Company, claims that Emmanuel was part of a large scheme to defraud insurers, demanding over $450 million in damages. This was the largest RICO case ever filed in New York State. The timing of the scandal couldn't have been worse for Sunny, who has often criticized others for ethical lapses. Sources close to ABC suggested that some inside the network were questioning how Sunny could continue to comment on legal ethics without addressing her husband's legal troubles. Despite the backlash, Sunny defended her husband fiercely, accusing American Transit of launching a smear campaign and suggesting a countersuit for emotional distress. She called the lawsuit meritless, with Emmanuel's legal team standing firm in their defense. Meanwhile, the scandal raised questions about Sunny's role on The View where she has built a reputation as a moral authority. Can she continue to maintain this image while her family is embroiled in such controversy? The legal battle is still ongoing, but one thing's certain, Sunny Hostin isn't backing down. If that wasn't enough drama, there are rumors of more legal action on the horizon. Democratic Senator John Fetterman, a rising star in the party, is reportedly planning to sue Sunny and the producers of The View star. The potential lawsuit stems from comments made during a recent episode of the show, where Fetterman felt misrepresented. While details are scarce, insiders suggest the remarks might have crossed the line, sparking Fetterman to seek legal action. This lawsuit could have wide-reaching consequences for media accountability, potentially setting a precedent for how public figures handle media scrutiny. But wait, there's even...
This is the largest RICO case ever filed in the state of New York. You guys wrap that around your brain. That's bigger than the mafia.
more. Melania Trump, the former First Lady, might also be considering legal action against Sunny for remarks made about her marriage to Donald Trump. On The View Sunny suggested that Melania actively seeks to undermine her husband's political ambitions and doesn't want to be First Lady again. This claim, coupled with jabs about her redesign of the White House Rose Garden, sparked outrage among Trump insiders. While Melania has yet to publicly respond, sources suggest she's furious and consulting with legal experts about a defamation lawsuit. After all, Melania is no stranger to the courtroom, having won a defamation case against a British tabloid. If Melania moves forward with a lawsuit, it would create yet another legal storm for Sunny. It could put The View under intense scrutiny and raise questions about the responsibility of talk shows in their editorial choices. For Sunny, it could...
Emanuel denied the allegations via a statement through his lawyer, telling Daily Mail that his client, quote, denies each and every allegation and that the lawsuit is a blanket, scattershot, meritless lawsuit.
Damage her reputation as a legal expert and moral authority. But knowing Sunny, she's not one to back down from a fight. If Melania sues, you can bet the courtroom drama will be intense and it would surely be must-watch TV. As if all this legal drama weren't enough, Sunny's comments on wokeness became another flashpoint. During a discussion about Caroline Leavitt, the new White House press secretary, Sunny criticized her stance on wokeness, calling it dangerous to dismiss it as a political weapon. This sparked backlash, especially after co-host Whoopi Goldberg pointed out the irony of women criticizing privilege while benefiting from it. The whole situation became a media circus, with Sunny once again at the center of the controversy. Despite all the turmoil, Sunny has a knack for staying at the heart of the cultural conversation. Whether it's sparring with co-hosts, defending her family, or taking on political figures, she knows how to command attention. The drama surrounding The View continues to unfold, and one thing is certain, we'll all be watching to see what happens next. What do you think? Are Sunny's critics justified, or is she simply a victim of her own success? And how far is too far when it comes to public commentary? Stay tuned. Donald Trump's comments about his vice president, Senator J.D. Vance, were already stirring the pot in political circles. When Trump casually mentioned that he didn't see Vance as his successor or the obvious choice for the 2028 presidential election, it raised eyebrows across the political spectrum. This was unexpected, as Vance is considered a key ally of Trump's and has even been vocal in his support of the former president. By not signaling Vance as a clear successor, Trump essentially created a vacuum in the Republican Party, leaving room for speculation about his future plans.
Speaking of Donald Trump, I was stunned and amazed by his new White House spokeswoman today. She's actually the youngest ever in that job.
The fallout from these comments reached The View, where the panel discussed the potential implications. Sunny Hostin, known for her bold commentary, took the conversation further by suggesting that Trump's refusal to name a successor might indicate he was angling to stay in power longer, possibly even beyond the constitutional two-term limit. This theory suggested that Trump could be interested in a third term or might attempt to bypass the usual political processes to remain in control, leading to a flurry of conspiracy theories around his motivations. Donald Trump's comments about his vice president, Senator J.D. Vance, were already stirring the pot in political circles. When Trump casually mentioned that he didn't see Vance as his successor or the obvious choice for the 2028 presidential election, it raised eyebrows across the political spectrum. This was unexpected, as Vance is considered a key ally of Trump's and has even been vocal in his support of the former president. By not signaling Vance as a clear successor, Trump essentially created a vacuum in the Republican Party, leaving room for speculation about his future plans. The fallout from these comments reached The View, where the panel discussed the potential implications. Sunny Hostin, known for her bold commentary, took the conversation further by suggesting that Trump's refusal to name a successor might indicate he was angling to stay in power longer, possibly even beyond the constitutional two-term limit. This theory suggested that Trump could be interested in a third term or might attempt to bypass the usual political processes to remain in control, leading to a flurry of conspiracy theories around his motivations. Sunny Hostin, one of the co-hosts of The View, didn't hold back when analyzing Trump's political moves. She suggested that Trump's refusal to name a successor could be part of a larger, more diabolical plan to hold on to power. She referenced a proposal by Representative Andy Ogles to amend the 22nd Amendment, which limits presidential terms, to allow Trump to serve a third term. While this idea was far-fetched and unlikely to gain serious traction, Sunny's dramatic delivery created an image of Trump.
The delusion of saying that he has kindness in his heart. He's so mean.
Joy, she called him positive.
He's the meanest president we've ever had. And I was around when Nixon was here.
As a power-hungry figure who might try to skirt democratic processes to remain in the White House. However, not all the panelists agreed with Sunny's darker view. Alyssa Farah Griffin, a former Trump insider, offered a more nuanced perspective. Farah pointed out that Trump thrives on loyalty and doesn't want to name a successor because doing so would make him seem like a lame duck, a leader with less political power toward the end of their term. Farah also hinted that Trump might want to keep the possibility of his children continuing his legacy open. Ultimately, Farah argued that no one else in the Republican Party could match.
AJ, that was true.
He is
Can
mean.
I show too?
He's mean to the Haitians. He's mean to women. He's mean to immigrants.
Everybody.
He's mean to everybody.
He's not mean to Melania.
Trump's influence, which is why he might hesitate to name a successor. As the political drama played out on The View, Sunny Hostin was dealing with a personal scandal involving her husband, Dr. Emmanuel Hostin, who was being sued in a large insurance fraud case. Dr. Hostin's orthopedic practice was accused of performing unnecessary surgeries on patients, particularly Uber and Lyft drivers, and billing insurers for excessive amounts. The lawsuit, filed by American Transit Insurance Company, is seeking a massive $450 million in damages, making it the largest RICO case in New York's history. This situation raised questions about Sunny's ability to continue playing the role of
Isn't it rich that The View is saying she got the job based on looks when DEI is all about based on looks?
a moral authority on TV. She's often been outspoken on ethical issues, but now, some insiders at ABC wondered how she could continue offering legal and political commentary without addressing her own family's legal problems. Despite the public criticism, Sunny defended her husband fiercely, accusing the insurance company of targeting doctors in a smear campaign. She also hinted at a countersuit for emotional distress. This personal scandal introduced a layer of complexity to Sunny's public persona. While she remained defiant, the ongoing legal battle posed a challenge to her credibility as a commentator on issues of ethics and justice. Meanwhile, Democratic Senator John...
Without that wokeness, you might not have that job.
Yeah.
Because women were not invited to that table.
Fetterman, who had previously been the subject of commentary on The View, was reportedly considering a lawsuit against Sunny and the producers of the show. This legal action stems from comments made during a recent episode, where Fetterman felt misrepresented or slandered. While details of the remarks are unclear, insiders suggest that Fetterman may have been particularly upset about how his personal and political life was portrayed on the show. Fetterman, known for his outspoken nature, doesn't seem to be taking this lightly. His potential lawsuit is about more than just defending his own reputation. He's reportedly concerned about holding the media accountable for careless or reckless commentary.
Caroline Leavitt isn't just making headlines, she's also rewriting history. At 27, the New Hampshire native has become the youngest White House press secretary ever.
Fetterman is reportedly seeking significant damages and a public apology from Sunny and the producers, which could lead to an interesting precedent in media law, especially regarding how public figures handle personal attacks from media outlets. As if Sunny's personal and professional life wasn't complicated enough, there were rumors that Melania Trump might be considering a lawsuit against Sunny. This time, the controversy stemmed from comments Sunny made about Melania's relationship with Donald Trump. On The View, Sunny claimed that Melania didn't want to be First Lady again and that she was actively working against Donald Trump's political ambitions. She also made jabs at Melania's White House Rose Garden redesign and criticized her for not participating in holiday traditions, suggesting she didn't enjoy the role of First Lady at all. Although Melania has not yet commented publicly on the issue, sources suggest she is angry and consulting with legal experts to explore the possibility of a defamation lawsuit. This wouldn't be the first time Melania has taken legal action. She previously won a lawsuit against a British tabloid for spreading false claims about her, so she is no stranger to using the legal system to protect her image. If Melania does decide to pursue a lawsuit, it could bring even more scrutiny to Sunny and The View. It would also put Sunny in a position where she'd have to defend her comments, and the legal battle could undermine her credibility as a commentator on ethics and truth.